Also not the start that Juventus were looking for over in Serie A, as Roma now lead the charge with Mourinho and co. We'll take a look at that and more next. That's right, folks, back with another prediction video today. We're looking forward to match day. Was it number 4 over in Serie A? And we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button and get your bag out today. All things Serie A related, Blackburn Rovers related, woo, football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Roosy. That's right, Mourinho's boys lead the charge over in Serie A. Of course, we get 3 wins from bloody 3. As Juventus are bloody in the relegation zone or thereabouts. They're down to 16th at the moment with just 1 point to the name after just 3 games. But where will they be after match day before? We'll take a look at that and more in just one second. Before all that, I want a big shout out to my motherfucking P's. That's right. We're talking about my Patreons. Get involved, boys and girls. Thank you for your support. And of course, a big shout out to 2 brand new patrons this past week. Connor Medlin joined the gang. And of course, Jim Watton as well. So well done to you guys for coming on board and becoming the latest member of the Patreon gang. If you want to join those boys and girls, get involved in the old patreon.com down there. Patreon.com/RoverSeas. And I want to let you know that we're going to have exploring some new perks and privileges over the next 2 or 3 weeks, including the birth of a brand new channel. It's going to be Dirk's Daily Diary. And of course, those videos will be made available to patrons first before they trickled out into the real world of the normal YouTube. So make sure to check that out. Of course, behind the look at the channel, behind the look at life in the United States from a British point of view. Lots of stuff in there. But anyway, let's get the deep end and have a little look then, shall we? Of course, how we all got on in match day number 3. That was pre-international break. And we've got some other bits and pieces to get involved with. So let's have a little look at it then, shall we? Here we are. Of course, the games are themselves. Of course, AC Milan, goodness gracious me, they picked up a win against Lazio, 2-0 in the end. Of course, Mourinho's boys did pick also a win against Sassuolo, 2-1. For them, 3-0 win for me, so not too shabby there. Atalanta, they managed to lose against Fiorentina, who look a nice little treat at the moment. 2-1 win for them. Cagliari against Genoa. Genoa's picking up a win, 5-goal throw there, 3-2 win in the end. Bologna against Verona was a 1-0 win for the hosts. One with a 0-0 match up myself. Empoli against Venezia was a 2-1 win for the away team on this one. Venezia, I think that's their first win of the campaign. Torino smashed past Salernitana, of course, 4-0 in the end. I went with a 2-1 win myself, so not too shabby there. My boy Sampdoria picked up a decent point against Internazionale, 2-2 in the end. I went with a 3-0 win myself. Going for Internazionale, but I got it wrong. Udinese look pretty good as well. Where are they? They must be up there. Up to 5th in the table. Yet to taste defeat, I don't think. And of course, they beat Spezia in the end. And Napoli did beat Juventus 2-1 in the end to go also joint top with AC Milan and of course bloody Mourinho's boys. And I'd take that any day. This week, bloody any one of those 3 will win the title. Would be great. Let's take a look at, of course, the state of play in the table as it looks right here right now. Roma are in charge, Milan and then Napoli are in second. Goal differences helping them a big chunk. Internazionale, though, not too far away either. Also yet to taste defeat. A couple of other teams as well. Down the foot of the table, though, it's Salernitana, Verona and Spezia going down. Cagliari, Juventus and Sampdoria in a bit of trouble as well. But again, it's still early days, so don't panic just yet. Let's take a look at the early days in the All Prediction League. Of course, this is for this week and this week alone. Your kingpin is Max Sangari, Shane O'Donnell and Deepak Legray, picking up a massive 6 out of 10 there. So not too shabby there. And then the chasing pack. Let's take a look at the overall situation for the grand scheme of things for the Serie A. It is Shane O'Donnell. Well done indeed with 23 out of whatever we had. 23 out of 30, I think that's the... No, it'd be more. Yeah, it'd be 23 out of 30. Of course, Alex Verti, Deepak Legray, Iman Hussein and Hans Wurst are not too far away either. That's the state of play for right here, right now. I think I did a bit of a clean-up on this one as well, so we are all present and correct. No double bubbles on this one, I don't think, anyway. But let's go back, and I've got a little bit of some enough stuff to talk about here. We're talking about the predictor of the month. That's right. Now, of course, across the divisions, we're going to have predictors of the month, and then we're going to talk about the Italian one now. So each and every one of the months of the season, we're going to announce who has scored the most points within that consecutive month. So for this example right here, right now, we're looking at the month of August now. Whoever wins the month of August will get a Willy Wonka style golden ticket into a prize draw at the end of the season. Now that prize draw, the winner of the prize draw will be randomly selected from like a generator or a windspiel job or whatever it is. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll figure that out later. But of course, there will be one winner at the end of it. So if you win the predictor of the month, which I'm hoping to encourage encourage people to stick around, or even those people late joining the party will be able to get involved and still have a chance to win something at the end of it, and even get your name in the Wall of Fame as well. But there also could be multiple winners of the predictors of the month. So let's just say 6 guys have got the same amount of points in 1 month. They will also be put into the hat as well. So and you can also win multiple ones. So if you do win this one here in August, you could also win the next one in September, and then so on and so forth. You could have 6, you could have 5, you could have 1, you could have none. But of course, you've got to be in it to win it. And then of course the grand prize will be likely a T-shirt or an Amazon gift card or something like that. But anyway, let's take a look at the predictor of the month for August. It is Alex Weller and Shane O'Donnell. We do have a double winner here, so both of those guys will go in to the Wall of Fame right here, right now. So they have got golden Willy Wonka style tickets to the prize draw at the end of it, which will be either a T-shirt or an Amazon gift card or something along those lines, or it will be a can of soda that I've just found on the floor, or some, I don't know what it'll be. It'll be something. We can figure it all out later. But it is Cutley/Serie A. Anyway, let's get into the deep end then, shall we? Of course, we got lots to talk about, so let's get cracking. So let's kick it all off then, shall we? Kick it all off with Genoa up against Fiorentina, taking place on this 18th of September. I believe that is a Saturday. That's right. Of course, Genoa against Fiorentina played each other 33 times since 1994. 5 wins for Genoa, 11 wins for Fiorentina, and 17 draws. The biggest win for Genoa was a 2-1 win. The biggest win the other way was a 5-2 win. Last time I played each other in Genoa was a 1-1 draw back in March 2021. In fact, the last 3 matches, in fact, 5 of the last 6 matches between two sides have ended in draws. Of course, the only win went in favour of Genoa back in September 2019. Heading into this, of course, Genoa coming into this on the back of that win against Cagliari. Of course, Fiorentina also coming into this on the back of that win against Atalanta. Odds on this one, 23-10 is your Genoa, 23-10 is your draw, 65 is your away win. That's Fiorentina. Going to go with a draw on this one again. We'll add another one to the bow there to keep things moving on. Next up, of course, Empoli against my boys Sampdoria. Played 30 times since 1997. 10 wins for Empoli, 13 wins for Sampdoria, and 7 draws. The biggest win for Empoli over Sampdoria was a 4-1 win. The biggest win the other way was a 3-0 win. Coming into this, 67% performance for Empoli, just 1 win in the past 3 games. Meanwhile, Sampdoria coming to just 1 defeat the past 6 for them. 67% form for them as well. Coming into this last round over in Empoli was a 4-2 win for Sampdoria. That's back in December 2018. Wow. Sampdoria coming to this on the back of their back-to-back draws, drawing with Sassuolo, drawing with Internazionale. Empoli coming to this on the back of that loss against Venezia as well. They did beat Juventus though not too long ago. Look at the odds on this one. We have 31-20 for the hosts. So 85 is your away win, 5-2 is your draw. Going to go with an away win on this one. But believe in the boys, believe in the project, and of course believe in Sampdoria. Next up, of course, Venezia up against Spezia. This match takes place on Sunday, the September the 19th. Let's take a look at this one then. They played each other 6 times 2017, 2 wins for Venezia, 4 draws, nothing for Spezia. Biggest win for Venezia was a 1-0 win, and they come to just 1 win in the past 3 games. Meanwhile, Spezia come to just 1 draw the past 3 games so far. Meanwhile, last round over in Venezia, these two sides played each other 0-0 draw back in December 2019. They come into this on the back of a win though. Venezia beating Empoli last round. Of course, Spezia coming to this under back-to-back defeats, losing to Lazio and losing to Udinese in quick succession. 11-8 is your hosts on this one, and of course we've got 23-10 is your draw, 90-10 is your away win. I think I'm going to go with the hosts on this one, Venezia with a 1-0 win to take it to the bank. Kicking on further is Hellas Verona. They're going to be taking on bloody Roma, of course. Mourinho's boys coming top of the table. These two sides have played each other 20 times since 1996, just 2 wins for Verona, 13 wins for Roma, and 5 draws. The biggest win for Verona was a 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way, also a 3-0 win. Verona comes to 3 defeats on the bounce. Meanwhile, Roma got unbeaten in the last 6 games. Of course, they are playing in some European competition as well. Last time around, though, in Verona, it was a 3-1 win for Rome. In fact, they've actually won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the bounce against Verona. Heading into this, Roma coming to us on the back of that 3 wins on the bounce. Meanwhile, Verona coming to us on the back of that loss against Bologna. Look at the odds on this one. We have 40-5 is your Verona, 5-2 is your draw, 20-99 is your Roma. Again, taking place on Sunday, and it is a win for Roma in my eyes. Internazionale will take on Bologna. I think both of these two sides are unbeaten so far. Played each other 46 times since 1997, 29 wins for Internazionale, 9 wins for Bologna, 8 draws. The biggest win for either of the two sides over each other was a 3-0 win. Internazionale comes to just 1 blip in their resume of the last 6. That was a draw. Meanwhile, Bologna comes to 3 games unbeaten, 2 wins and a draw. Last round in Bologna, scrap that. In Internazionale was a 3-1 win for Internazionale. It's actually quite tight between these two sides. Over the past 5 games, there have been 2 wins for Bologna, 3 wins for Internazionale. Coming into this, of course, Internazionale drew with Sampdoria. Bologna beat Hellas Verona. Of course, taking this on Saturday, this one 11-4 on is your host, 4-1 is your draw, 52 is your away win. That's Bologna on this. Going to go with a win for Internazionale. That's right. Next up, we have a Zinger chicken dinner. Of course, it has Juve up against AC Milan. Played 73 times since 1993. 36 wins for Juve, 21 wins for AC, and 16 draws. The biggest win for Juventus over Milan, 6-1 win. The biggest win there is a 3-0 win. Juventus coming to just 1 win in the past 5 games. Meanwhile, 4 wins in the bounce for AC Milan. Last time played in Turin was a 3-0 win for Milan. That was back in May 2021. Coming into this, of course, Juve lost to Napoli and Empoli, back-to-back defeats for them. Meanwhile, Milan picked up win against Lazio and Cagliari, of course, to maybe believe in themselves, and maybe this is their year for them. We have 65 is your Juventus, 21-10 is your away win, 5-2 is your draw. I'm going to go with a draw again on this 1 point split right down the middle, and Juventus will still be looking for their first win. Next up, we have Lazio. They're going to be taking on Cagliari. That's right, coming at you this Sunday. These two sides played each other 46,993, 27 wins for Lazio, 8 wins for Cagliari, 11 draws. The biggest win for Lazio over Cagliari, a 4-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 4-1 win. Of course, Lazio just one blip in the resume. In fact, 1 defeat the past 6 for them. Meanwhile, back-to-back defeats for Cagliari have them a little bit floundering. Of course, coming into this last time, in Lazio was a 1-0 win. In fact, Lazio have won 6 on the bounce against Cagliari, so they fancy the chances to get back to winning ways. They come into the back of that loss against AC Milan. Of course, Cagliari come to the back of that loss against Genoa. 5-2-1 is your Lazio, 40-4 is your draw, 6-1 is your away win. That's Cagliari. Going to go with a 2-0 win for the hosts on this one. Sassuolo will kick us all off though on Friday, bloody night, up against Torino. They've shot 24 times since 2009. 11 wins for Torino, 5 for Sassuolo, 8 draws. The biggest win for Sassuolo, 3-1 win. The biggest win the other way was a 3-0 win. Sassuolo just 1 defeat in the past 6 games for them. That was the last time around. Meanwhile, Torino 2 wins in the past 4 games in all competitions. They come into playing each other last time around. It was a 3-3 draw in Sassuolo back in October 2020. Sassuolo coming to on the back of that loss against Roma. Torino coming to on the back of that win against Salernitana. Of course, look at the odds on this one. We have 11-10 on is your Sassuolo, 11-4 is your Torino, 13-5 is your draw. Of course, the hosts are your favourites, and I think they're going to win it as well. 3-1 win, take to the bank. Into the last couple of games here, we have Udinese. They're going to be taking on Napoli on Monday Night Football. That's right. Played each other 40 times since 1993. 9 wins for Udinese, 19 wins for Napoli, and 12 draws. The biggest win for Udinese over Napoli was a 3-1 win. The biggest win there was a 5-0 win. Of course, Udinese unbeaten the last 4. Meanwhile, Napoli just 1 defeat the past 6 for them. Last time played each other over in Udinese was a 2-1 win for Napoli. In fact, Napoli have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the past 6 games against Udinese. They come into this beating Juventus last round. Udinese come into this on back-to-back wins over Venezia and Spezia, and back-to-back clean sheets to boot. Odds on this one, 14-5 is your hosts, 11-10 is your Napoli. Of course, they are 11-10 odds, 13-5 is your draw. Tough one, but I'm going to go with a draw on this. Udinese have started good, as have Napoli, but I think it's going to be split right down the middle. And then finally, it's Salernitana up against Atalanta, who have stuttered this season. Played the 4 times in 1999, 3 wins for Atalanta, 0 draws for Salernitana, and 1 draw. Salernitana coming to this with 1 win in 6. Atalanta just 1 win in 4 for them. Last time played each other over in Salernitana was a 3-1 win for Atalanta. That was back in January 2004. Atalanta coming to this on the back of that loss against Fiorentina. Salernitana coming to this on the back of that loss against Torino. Odds on this one, we have 72 is your host, 92 is your draw, 72 on is your Atalanta. They are your favourites on the road, and they're going to go with them as well. 3-1 win to take it to the bank. And that is it, my boys. That is all I've got for you. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check out the link right here for your predictions. Cut the force Serie A. Get involved with that, and of course you'll get your name in the likes, and maybe even be a predictor of the month for September. But anyway, be sure to give the video some love and check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. If you want to become a brother from another mother, check out the links down below. Patreon.com/RFC. But until then, I'll see you soon. Until then, we are done.